The impeachment inquiry against President Trump enters a dramatic new phase this week with the first public hearings. It's the third time in modern history a president has faced impeachment. This morning, we're looking at what led to the resignation of President Nixon in 1974 over the Watergate scandal. He was accused of abusing his office, just as President Trump has been accused. Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett is at the White House. Major, good morning. So how is this investigation different?
Well, there's so many differences in our country and the way institutions are viewed, the way the media is viewed, Congress, the presidency itself. All those things are different. But let's go to the investigation itself, Tony. The Nixon investigation played out slowly, largely at the end in public view, and the president's attorneys were able to mount a defense, though that defense wilted against the available evidence. President Trump's attorneys have had very little access to the evidence or the witnesses. It's been conducted, this investigation, largely in secret. Another big difference is, in the end, because political support collapsed, President Nixon resigned before the House passed a single article of impeachment. It's quite clear Mr. Trump will not.
Here is Walter Cronkite in Washington.
Shortly before President Nixon resigned, Walter Cronkite said all of Washington anticipated the final act of the Watergate drama.
He is quitting, the ultimate victim of the Watergate scandal that destroyed his administration.
In the face of impeachment pressure now, President Trump sounds defiant and unmovable.
They want to impeach me because it's the only way they're going to win. They've got nothing.
The Watergate investigation began in the Senate, with Democrat Sam Ervin pleading for White House cooperation.
We stand ready to discuss the matter with you at your convenience.
Today's investigation has House members passing by microphones offering partisan play-by-play.
Things have just gone from very, very bad to much, much worse.
This ridiculous charade that the Democrats are putting him through, you can understand why the president's frustrated.
When Nixon's impeachment got to the House, more than 400 lawmakers, a bipartisan landslide, voted to authorize the inquiry.
To investigate fully and completely.
Led by New Jersey's Peter Rodino. This time, the impeachment inquiry vote was plainly partisan. Almost all Democrats in favor, all voting Republicans opposed.
The resolution is adopted.
Two Nixon special prosecutors, Archibald Cox and Leon Jaworski, led the initial Watergate investigations. Evidence was then submitted to Congress. To slow the probe, Nixon fired Cox, creating a debilitating political firestorm. House Democrat Adam Schiff is the lead investigator now, drawing Mr. Trump's outrage.
What crooked Schiff is doing, he's a corrupt politician.
Nixon's impeachment focused on a politically motivated burglary, other political espionage, and a systemic government cover-up. The story emerged over many months.
Thank you very much.
The current impeachment process, dealing with Ukraine and allegations of dangling military aid for perceived political favors, has moved much faster. CBS News legal analyst Jonathan Turley.
The greatest difference is that there has been very little evidentiary work that has been done. You know, the Democrats are going from 0 to 60 in about 100 feet.
Turley also said the range of Ukraine-linked misdeeds against Mr. Trump appears smaller than the allegations that doomed Nixon.
It appears they're going to go forward largely on this phone call and the Ukrainian controversy. If they do that, it'll be the narrowest impeachment in history, and they'll have one of the most limited evidentiary records in history.
The Watergate saga unfolded slowly. A CBS News special broadcast roughly 4 months after the 1972 break-in tried to put the key facts in one place.
We shall try tonight to pull together the threads of this amazing story, quite unlike any in our modern American history.
Major, there are some intriguing similarities and differences between these two inquiries, but if history doesn't repeat itself, at least it rhymes. What are the political implications for the Democrats as they push along with this inquiry at this rate and at this time?
Speed matters, and if you move too quickly and the public cannot catch up with the facts you're presenting, you lose, or you lose in terms of public opinion being moved by the evidence you present the public. Also, Democrats have a high standard to meet here. Impeachment is not, I dislike the president. It means the president has done something or will continue to do something that's a threat to the administration of the office as we understand it. That's a high bar. The evidence has to be presented. The public has to see it and evaluate it before you can move. Democrats at this pace seem to be moving that process much more rapidly than at least previous impeachments have.
All right, well, we start to see it Wednesday, Major. Thank you very much.